It's a Tuesday morning and the sun is shining in Ballard, and a guy named Joel Abel is out and about, heading off to see friends. He pauses long enough to light up a smoke and continues on his way. To spend a morning with Joel is to understand decency and community and how good the world can be sometimes to some people. First stop is Cupcake Royale, and Joel is happy.
Hi, Joel. How are you?
Emily Scully is working today.
Oh, Joel's a part of Ballard. It's from day one. Joel is a part of Ballard. Ballard is Joel. All right.
Joel gets a free taste.
What do you think? Good?
And eventually settles on a cupcake lollipop on the house. And Joel is happy. He is deaf and he is nonverbal. He's had no contact with any family since the 1980s. In his quiet world, Joel Abel is very much alone, except for Ballard.
And you see Joel, and he's just the sweetest human. He functions on a slightly different level than the rest of us do, but we can learn a lot from him, I think.
He pops into Sonic Boom Records because even though he is deaf, he loves rock and roll. His foot starts bouncing to some imaginary hard-driving beat, and Joel is happy. Back on the streets, he makes a beeline for his next stop. Hattie's Hat, like Joel, is an institution. Once inside, he always stops to see what movie they're playing. Today it was Raising Arizona. And when you're a man about town, you run into friends. And so it was for Joel on this day. Maggie works at Hattie's, and when Joel saddles up to the bar, she knows to have a big root beer waiting for him.
When I started working here, I was just told Joel's part of our family, so we take care of him.
Then comes toast, on the house of course, and he crosses his legs and slathers on some jam, and Joel is happy. On his way home, walking through Old Ballard, his friend from Hattie's, who had left to look for something, gave him a present. And Joel thought about it for a moment and looked at the present. He was happy, all right. And on his way he went, and his friend was happy too. The state helps Joel out. There's a man who takes him shopping on Tuesdays and helps him with the details of life. Joel lives on his own in a small apartment near Ballard. He has a thing for feet. He loves them. He makes casts of his friends' feet and keeps them on a shelf. He likes to draw little pictures. He's happy to show you if you ask. And he plays records that he can't hear. But his favorite place is Bop Street Records. You can find him there most evenings. Dave Voorhees owns Bop Street.
So I sort of wonder, what's going on? What's he thinking about? What's making him so happy?
But Joel's best buddy is Max Wallace. Max gives Joel little jobs, and he keeps drawings of albums that Joel has made.
You know, all our differences, you know, like add something to the community, and our ability to accept other people that are different, you know.
A couple of times a month, Max takes his buddy out on the town. They go to the Rickshaw Restaurant in Greenwood for some karaoke.
All right, let's get Max and Joel up here. Max and Joel.
Joel, who can't hear music but loves it anyway, the idea of it, the energy, stands up there with Max, who belts out some Black Sabbath. And during a break in the song, Joel took a solo. Then he worked the room, making friends at a table. It was a performance. It was also an act of kindness, one man helping another to feel less alone in the world and more alive. Joel Abel is in his 60s now. In spite of profound challenges, he navigates his world fearlessly. And he has two very important things working in his favor. He has friends, and he has Ballard. And when the song was over, they weren't singers anymore. They were just a couple of guys out for a beer and some good company. And Joel was very, very happy.